Hey, bitches, I'm not recording. Oh, yes, I am. Just kidding. Ha ha, hi.
Hi, I am recording.
Yeah, I'm keeping that because it's funny.
You have to.
We're coming at you live from separate rooms again.
Yeah.
'Cause, we're on a roll today.
Yeah.
And hopefully this podcast is not as bad as last week's.
I know. We're sorry. Last week was.
Yeah, we're sorry.
It was a
We're-
little
our-
rough.
yeah, I know. Our brains don't work right sometimes.
And that was a perfect example. So.
Yeah, so hopefully you love us anyways. And
yeah, you'll keep
can
listening.
look past our
It'll get better
transgressions.
once I, like pop this
Have
kid
birth.
out, and then
Yeah.
my brain hopefully will come back to its full working capacity. That's my goal. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Hey,
a
you're close.
struggle.
You're close. Because right now in real people time, it's like the first full week in August.
Yeah, I'll be due in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
From when you're listening to this, if I have not had said child already.
Yeah, because we were just talking about getting together for.
Our last.
Well, when this comes out, this will have been a couple of days ago.
Yeah. So we're gonna have our last kind of like weekend should chill with friends before we become parents type of thing.
Your last childless hurrah.
Yeah. At the lake.
Yes.
So I can watch everybody drink their fucking White Claw drinks and I'll just sit there.
Raise your hand if you've ever felt personally victimized by Jessica Penrose. Y'all can't see me, but I'm raising my fucking hand.
Just because I'm salty.
Hey, 3 weeks until you can drink.
Yeah. Well, probably
I'll be
more
in your
than that.
hospital room with a fucking margarita shaker.
Oh, gosh.
Catch me.
Right. Who knows how I'll be feeling, though. I'll probably be longer than, I'll probably take a breather and then, yeah.
I don't know how that works. As a childless person, I can't.
Well,
I
I don't know how it works either, so we'll see. I know some people who, like one girl, her husband brought her a bottle of wine in the room after she had the baby, and then others are just like, no, I didn't feel like drinking at all because they felt like crap, so I feel like that's probably going to be me.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, maybe not.
Yeah. But once I feel normal, then Mama gets a night out, and Wes gets to chill with his little princess.
Yes.
For the night.
Well, we've already talked about, we've loosely discussed throwing you a MILF party.
Yeah. That'd be
so,
fun.
I think we can make that a thing.
I'm down.
Yeah.
A MILF. I'm gonna have to lose a little bit of the baby weight first.
Oh, stop.
Anyways,
if you're unaware and on what you're fucking listening to, this is Hot for Justice.
Oh, yeah.
Cold Case Stories. We're great at this.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. You clicked on this episode in whatever platform you're listening, so you know that you're listening to Hot for Justice podcast. But
yeah, and if this is your first time listening, we're not normally this, scatterbrained and out of control.
Yeah.
Just the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. I'm on the struggle bus right now.
Yeah, and I think I'm just feeding off that energy and just
Sorry, my bad.
No, you good.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
we talk about cold cases and shit if you don't know.
Yeah. And we're probably going to have this episode and maybe one more and with me, and then you might have some guest stars. We talked about this a little last week, but if you missed last week's episode, there's going to be some fill-ins for me.
Yeah, I just need to hard schedule them into my calendar.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit easier with Zach. He lives with me and he has to
listen
do what
to
I say.
You. Yeah.
Also, fun fact, he's going to be starting a podcast soon. By the time you're listening to this, it might be out. I don't know.
Good for him. I'm glad he's going to do it.
Yeah, if you guys are into some nerdy shit, he's going to talk about video games and movies and comic books and I don't know, some other dorky shit.
Yeah.
If you're into that, give it a listen. I think the working title is called Weekend Plans right now.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Yeah, so I'll probably be guest starring on that pretty frequently.
You like nerdy shit too?
Yeah. Again, as we were talking about last week, I'm into the video games.
We wouldn't be here without Jamie's tech skills, you guys. Honestly.
Hey, sometimes I have to subcontract out to my IT guy, Zach, and...
Good thing you don't have to pay him.
Oh my god, that'd be so bad. He literally was the one that saved the fucking remote podcasting. Because we were failing with FaceTime and Skype.
We were.
But he was like, what about Google? And I was like, what do you mean, what about Google?
I didn't even think of that.
Nope.
See, I get frustrated. My response to our technology problems was, let's just record next week.
And I was like, absolutely not. I refuse.
I need Jaymie to keep me accountable.
You know, that's what I'm here for.
It's a struggle. Anyways.
Yeah, it's literally like noon, and we were just talking about before we hit record that I've already taken a nap today.
Yeah. I need one. My dog, Harlow, is napping right now, and she looks like the cutest little thing ever, and I want to just go snuggle her and nap too, but that's okay.
Yes.
I'm here instead to bring you some quality true crime shit.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Not content, but shit.
Some shit. Mm-hmm. Quality shit.
Yep. You're welcome. Everybody.
The best shit you'll ever hear.
It's debatable.
Yeah, it's definitely debatable. Anyways, you went first last week.
I did, so it's your turn.
So,
yay! Yours is long. I looked at it. She did.
It's not that long. It's like 2 pages.
Compared to mine. Mine's pretty short. I wrote mine this morning.
If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure I got most of this off of Wikipedia, per usual, because I'm bad at homework, so...
I didn't do my homework this week. Sorry.
Not sorry about it.
No.
It's fine.
Not at all.
It's fucking fine. Yeah, so let's get this bitch on the road. I'm talking about the mysterious death of Kurt McFall. So his hometown is actually where I live currently, so that's kind of wild. It was a little close to home to me. Like, literally. So Saturday, literally. On Saturday, September 8th, 1984, 17-year-old Kurt McFall left his home in Concord, California, and headed to nearby San Francisco, where he planned to spend the night and return home the next evening. However, he never returned, and on Monday, September the 10th, his bruised body was found on an isolated beach of San Francisco Bay. His father, Tom, suspected foul play and believed a cult was involved in his death. However, the face you just made was glorious, by the way. However, authorities are uncertain if the death was an accident or a murder.
I'm just always so skeptical when people say it was a cult. I don't know.
I know. That's why I was like losing my mind. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. There's a culty aspect to this. Sign me the fuck up.
It's the 80s, though. You can't ever take that seriously.
No, and it's... God. It just reminds me, because I just watched all that Paradise Lost shit, because that was like early 90s, so it wasn't that much after this. You know, like, same shit. Like, they were just like, oh, like, you listen to metal music and wear black, like, you're part of a fucking cult.
Right? That's what I mean.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I listen to metal music sometimes and wear black clothes just because I like to look skinny. It has nothing to do with anything else.
That was funny.
Jesus Christ. So, Tom received an anonymous phone call the date after Kurt vanished. The caller claimed that Kurt tried to escape from a cult and was fearing for his life. After he received the phone call, Tom searched Kurt's room and he found several suspicious items, including a knife made from a deer's hoof, a necklace of stone and feathers, and drawings of witchcraft and violent fantasies. This led Tom to believe that his son might have been living a double life. For years, Kurt had been interested in the game Dungeons and Dragons.
Nerd shit.
Truly nerd shit. Hey, let me just sidebar real quick. Zach and I are not this nerdy, okay? We don't table game. No.
That is so funny. You know why it's even more funny is because Wes is playing Dungeons and Dragons right now on the Xbox.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
Oh god. He's never allowed to call me or Zach a nerd ever again. Just for the record.
He told me
What's
to go
that
read a
bullshit
book.
He's doing? So, a year before Kurt's death, he joined the Society for Creative Anarchism, or the SCA, which members participated in various events related to medieval themes. So, like, he was like a LARPer.
Oh, that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah. They often dressed in costumes from the time period. Once a week, they wore their costumes and practiced jousting and sword fighting in the parking lot of an Oakland subway station. So, I'm assuming it's probably one of the Oakland BART stations.
Yeah.
Hillary Powers, the president of the SCA, stated that Kurt enjoyed his time in the SCA, and she didn't believe the organization had anything to do with his death. So this is the, like, quote-unquote cult.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Kurt became increasingly interested in medieval rituals. He joined a second group that introduced him to the pagan religion. One of Kurt's friends feared this group had contacted Tom. He was concerned for Kurt and his own safety. In the months prior to his death, the friend noted that Kurt's attitude towards the others had started to change drastically. He believed that Kurt had adopted paganism as a religion, and the SCA and the second group had introduced Kurt to paganism, which were thought to be cult-like groups. Very interesting. So Gabriel Carrillo, I'm pretty sure I said that right. If not, I'm so sorry. Because it could be Carrillo. I
would say Carrillo.
But it has like that double L thing that could be like a Y sound, you know?
Yeah.
So he was the leader of the second group that Kurt had become involved with. In the group, he had used the name Caradoc. I don't know how all this like fucking second name shit is with these whatever. Anyways, he believed that Kurt enjoyed being in the group and he thrived while being in the group. However,
this is
Kurt's
a pagan group, right? This is
yes. So this isn't the like LARPing shit. This is like the pagan witchcrafty shit.
Okay.
So Kurt's friend believed that he was becoming addicted to the group, and Carrillo had stated that he had no control over the group members and that they were free to leave whenever they wanted. So yeah, sounds a little culty.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it like loose cult activity. I'm not gonna like say it's like hardcore culty.
Yeah, I mean,
but, like,
yeah, some cult-like elements.
Yeah. September 8th, Kurt went to San Francisco to stay with Carrillo at his apartment. That evening, the two had dinner and went to a movie. Around midnight, Kurt went swimming in Ocean Beach, a few blocks from Carrillo's apartment. First of all, I don't know who the fuck goes swimming in Ocean Beach. It's goddamn freezing all the time.
Yeah, is it?
Like, I've been to Ocean Beach a few times, like, for, like, bonfire party shit, like, in, like, high school and college. And it's goddamn cold.
Probably even in the summer, right? September is still warm, but, like, not in San Francisco.
Well, so, San Francisco is weird. San Francisco has a very weird microclimate.
Yeah.
It's, like, 75 pretty much all year round, and then in, like late August through October, it randomly gets hot. It's, like, a weird, like, Indian summer thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, like, it's, like, it can get up to, like, 90, 95 degrees, which is unheard of in San Francisco.
Weird.
But only literally in, like, September, October.
Yeah.
So, but it wouldn't make that water warm enough for you to want to swim, to be honest.
Well, especially not at nighttime.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Weird.
So yeah, after they went swimming, they went back to the apartment. According to Carrillo, Kurt was restless and unable to sleep, and around 3 a.m. had left the apartment claiming he was going to go back to the beach. Weird. The next evening, Kurt's car was found nearby at a local golf course in a state of disarray. Kurt's license was on the floor, his keys were on the seat, and a single $20 bill was in the glove compartment. The suit of armor that he had made for his SCA group was missing from the trunk. Random beer bottles were found in the car, but Tom stated that his son did not drink.
Okay.
First of all, yeah, I'm sorry, what 17-year-old hasn't had a few beers?
Yeah, really, though.
Like, I don't care how good you think your kid is.
Yeah.
Like, no. And also, it was the 80s, so he was definitely drinking beers.
Probably.
So furthermore, the 70s, Jesus Christ. Furthermore, the autopsy stated there was no... Did I skip over...
No. No.
Oh, no, because his body was found. Sorry. Because his body was found a couple days later.
Yeah.
So they did an autopsy. There was no drugs or alcohol in his system. Tom believed that the scene was staged. Tom's his dad, by the way, in case we forgot.
Okay.
I almost forgot. I was like, who the fuck's Tom? I wrote this. At 10:15 the next day, a.m., his body was recovered at the cliffs below where his car was found. See, I did write this shit out of order.
Yeah, it's okay, though.
Yeah, I mean, we've established that I'm not completely okay in the head.
It's okay. We're doing our best today, you guys. Are lucky you'll have an episode out because we're struggling. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, there was no serious external trauma, although he had no shoes, socks, or shirt on. His back and shoulders had cuts and abrasions, but strangely, his belt was missing at the belt buckle. Yeah, so like literally, like he was just wearing like pants with no belt buckle.
Weird.
And like that's it.
Okay.
The Coast Guard believes that he might have fallen from the cliffs to his death. The coroner ruled that he had died from multiple traumatic injuries and severe blood loss, but it was not known how these injuries had occurred. It was assumed that Kurt died from a fall, but it's not sure if it was accidental or the result of someone who pushed him over the cliff on purpose. Tom met with the coroner, who said that he believed the death was a homicide, but did not have enough evidence to say so in court. The San Francisco Police Department disagreed with the coroner, since they found no evidence that suggested it was a homicide. The case still remains open today. Kurt's friends and family believe that Kurt stumbled on something in one of the organizations he was involved with and that he was murdered as a result of it. So as far as suspects go, Gabriel Carrillo was the last person to see Kurt alive. Tom and others suspect that Carrillo and the cult were involved in his death. However, Carrillo adamantly denies this. He believes that Tom needed someone to blame for his son's death, which was possible.
Yeah.
2 months after his death, a woman contacted the police claiming she feared for her life. The woman claimed to have been involved in a coven and named 2 people that had been threatening her. These same 2 people allegedly named Kurt in a letter 1 month before his death. He allegedly stated in the letter that the 2 were evil beyond belief. However, it's not known if these 2 individuals have been connected to Kurt's death, and Gabriel Carrillo passed in 2007.
Weird. I don't know. I mean, It kind of sounds like it could have just been an accident.
Yeah, I think it might. In my heart of hearts, I think it was an accident.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, really, who knows?
But, I mean, I guess if his, like, stuff was stolen and his car was weird, then that's weird. I don't know. That's weird.
Isn't that strange?
So, but... Because if it not for his car, then I probably would have thought maybe not.
Yeah, because, like, his car was, like, a couple miles away from where his body was found.
That's too
like,
weird.
why would you, like, walk miles away from your car?
Right. And, I mean, I could see maybe if he was, like, high or drunk, but it said he wasn't, so...
Yeah, and, like, that's, like, the, like, crazy part to me. It's like, okay, like, his system was clean.
Yeah,
so
that could explain erratic behavior, but if he was clean, then... Yeah, maybe it...
But he also could have been mentally unstable. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
But, like, I think the weird part to me is that, like, he had spent a lot of time, money, and effort into making that, like, pseudo-armor for his, like, LARPing. Gone. Yeah, and it's, like, missing out of nowhere, and, like, it hasn't been found since.
Yeah, but, and so that would kind of, like, lead you to think that it was probably somebody from the first group of people he was involved with, right? Not the necessarily pagan group, but the LARPers, maybe?
Yeah, and that's, like, the thing that, like, I think is interesting, too, because, they seem like more of a... I did a very loose research into, like, what they were. It was literally just, like, playing around. Like, it wasn't, like, anything serious. So that's why I'm like, okay, why would
they do
unless there were some deep-rooted secrets that he found and
or maybe he just pissed the wrong person off. Like, it didn't even maybe not, like, have to do with anything with the group, but maybe just one specific person, and then that person stole his shit. Maybe.
Exactly.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my case for the week.
Well, I'm going on another solved one, guys. Sorry. Okay, so we're here in July of 1974, okay? We're in Napa, California, which if you guys have not been, or if you're not local, you should go, because it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous and amazing wine.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to keep bringing up things that you can't have.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so 51-year-old Anita Andrews was tending bar at a cocktail lounge that was located on Main Street in Napa. She was a divorced mother of 2. She co-owned the bar with her sister Muriel. It had been, like, in the family. So I think when her dad had passed away, they inherited it.
Okay.
The next day, she didn't show up for work at the Napa State Hospital, where she was a nurse. So her sister went to the bar to see what she was doing, and she found her sister's partially naked body. She had been beaten, raped, and then stabbed to death.
Jesus Christ.
So... her Cadillac was gone. It never was found. And that was all. They found a cigarette butt left at the crime scene, but otherwise they had nothing, and the case went cold. The police couldn't identify any suspects. Then, in 2009, they found a match to that cigarette butt in the system. It matched a man named Roy Melanson, who was actually serving time for murdering a 25-year-old hiker named Michelle Wallace, which this might sound familiar to you from the book club that died.
Yes. I was like, that name sounds goddamn familiar.
Her case
Sorry, Megan.
Was broken through, basically, Michelle, I'm referring to Michelle, her case was broken through sheer determination, because it was a cold case, too. And it was, her remains were found by NecroSearch International. They go over her whole case in a book called No Stone Unturned, which we were reading for our book club. It's by Steve Jackson, in case you guys want to read it. You'll have to get it off Amazon as an ebook, because to buy a copy is like $75, because they didn't make enough in-print copies of the book.
And fun fact, if you have Kindle Unlimited, it is on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah, I don't think I maybe paid like $7 for it.
I say it's not very expensive for the ebook.
Yeah, but if you have whatever Amazon stuff. It's
if you
a
have a
really
Kindle
good
Unlimited-
book. I recommend
Yeah,
it.
I was saying, like, I've read the first bit of it. I haven't finished it, but I really enjoyed it, so,
Yeah.
like, thus far.
So they go all through the case about Michelle. What happened was that about a month after Anita was murdered, Michelle had been on a trip with her dog by herself near Butte, Colorado. She was
Crusty Butte, Colorado.
Crusty Butte. Guys, sorry. Can't breathe. Sometimes it just, Anyways, so she was leaving from her trip and she saw two stranded motorists. One, his name was Chuck Matthews, and the other man just named Roy. And she gave them a ride. She dropped them off at the bar, and then Roy kind of asked her, like, hey, will you take me to my truck? And she agreed, and then she was never seen again. She was missing, and then her dog was found in, like, a farmer's, like, garden, or I don't know. The farmer basically shot the dog and killed
God.
it. Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, that made me sad. So they didn't know what happened to her. And then they, it was a cold case, and then they brought in NecroSearch, and the detective, they basically figured it out, which it was really an incredible find. They were able to connect Roy to Michelle through some DNA, but I can't remember exactly what that was. But you can read the book and find out for yourself.
This is a plug for a book that we'll get no money for.
Exactly, but it was a good book. Roy was sentenced in this case. He was convicted and sentenced to a life sentence, but he was considered for parole in 2012. So, the investigators were like, "There's no way that this is the first time this guy's done this." They suspected him of other murders. They didn't suspect him in Anita's until the DNA matched, and once it did, then they extradited him to California to stand trial, because they were like, otherwise he's going to get out of jail in 2012.
Oh, absolutely.
So in 2010 they extradited him, tried him for the murder of Anita, and he was found guilty, and the judge gave him an indeterminate life sentence, meaning he won't ever get out of jail.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was like a thing.
I read that he had been sentenced under, like, the laws in the 70s or something.
Okay, that might be why I've never heard of it.
They were able to do that. Yeah. He's also suspected of 14 years later, after Michelle's murder, of murdering a woman named Charlotte Sourwin, who had met a charming man at the laundromat in Louisiana. She was found the next evening in the woods. She'd been raped, tortured, and her throat had been slashed. The police thought it was her fiance, but never could prove it. Went cold, but investigators think it was Melanson, and they think he's involved in, who knows how many cases, but because he was a drifter, so it's hard to know where he was. And yeah, so he won't ever be released from prison, thank God. But yeah, that's that case. It was a really big deal because it was so random, like.
Okay, I know every time you say his name, like, you say Roy with, like, air quotes. Does that mean, like, that's, like, not his real last name?
Well, I think his name is Roy, but he would go by other names, too, so, yeah, Roy.
Interesting.
Yeah. He would give other women, like, other names to... He's just pretty vague, but he was really charming, so people felt comfortable around him.
It's like some Ted Bundy shit.
The Chuck Matthews guy who was with him that whole day, he felt like a little off around him, but ultimately, like, didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
So, like, Chuck Matthews had no part in Michelle's murder, but yeah, it's just... He actually, I think, had just randomly met Roy, and Roy was gonna, murder him, but ended up didn't. I don't remember. It was all in the book, you guys. So good. Read it.
Check it out. Again, we're not getting any money for this, so...
We don't make money off of this podcast at all, you guys.
Yeah, someone asked me, they're like, oh, like, how's your podcast going? I was like, oh, it's going pretty good. They're like, are you making any money? And I'm like, technically, we're losing money?
Yeah. Technically.
If we're gonna go that far.
But it's fun. We enjoy doing this, and maybe one day we'll make money, but...
Yeah, who knows? No promises.
Yeah.
But...
That'd be cool. Anyway,
somebody sponsor us.
Help, we're poor!
Yeah, Jess has a child coming very soon. Help. Somebody give us money.
Right.
Insert that gif of Kristen Wiig, help me, I'm poor.
Really, though. Yeah.
But no, we enjoy doing this, so...
Yeah.
It's a fun little hobby.
It is fun. It's even more fun now that we know we can do this over Skype and we don't have to drive to each other on weekends where it's really inconvenient.
Yeah, because, like, obviously our ideal is to, like, do it in person.
Yeah. But like
Yeah,
on
shit
this
happens.
weekend, like you were busy all day yesterday, so was I. And
Yeah.
then today it's fine, but it's a Sunday, and then it takes us all day to record, and then you have to drive an hour and a bit home, and you have to go to work on Monday, and
And it's like 800 degrees outside right now.
it is. So it's just easier to do it on Skype.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Now that we've said all our sad shit, do you want to share anything fun and exciting?
So I just started my Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered book that Jackson bought us for.
Yes.
Yeah, a present. Thank you, present. So I just started it, and so far, first chapter. It's pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, I'm probably like a little over halfway done with it. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, so I like it so far. But
Yeah.
that's really all that's. Oh,
Fun and fresh.
I did watch that new. It's not true crime, but it's kind of crime movie off Netflix called
Which
The
one?
Secret Obsession. Have you seen?
Oh, is it good?
No, it's trash.
Oh no. Because
So-
it has that girl that was on that Disney show.
Yeah, Sweet Life of
yes.
Zack and Cody. Her name's Brenda Song. So she's
Yes.
beautiful. Like she, grew up and she did a good job. It's just the writing was. Watch it if you have a spare hour and a half. Like it was bad,
I
but
might
it's
have
kind
to
of
watch that
funny.
today.
It's funny bad. I was sitting there and I'm like, but what about this? And what about this? And Wes is like, those are all great questions because they just like gloss over it. And the detective in it is the guy from the Allstate commercials who has a really nice voice.
Stop.
Yeah. So the whole movie, Wes was just like, all right, Allstate, calm down.
Yeah, maybe me and Zach will have to give this a go later,
You
and
should.
maybe he'll stay awake this time.
Probably not, and he's going to talk shit about it.
Actually, no. What's probably gonna happen is he's gonna be like, "Why are you making me watch this bullshit?"
Yeah, it's, I was entertained, but it wasn't a great plot line, and the trailer gives away most of the movie, so if you can avoid it, don't watch the trailer.
I haven't watched the trailer,
Don't
so
watch
I
it.
won't.
Because I watched it, and I was like, oh, I know the whole entire movie, what it's about. But yeah, I mean, we killed an hour and a half on our Friday night, so.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is kind of fun and exciting. I ordered some more Hot for Justice stickers.
Yeah.
If anyone's like interested in buying one, hit me up. I can invoice you and mail it to your house.
We can put them on our
I ordered these
Instagram
ones
so
that are
you
like
can
those like vinyl transfers.
Yeah, you can see what they look like. We can put them on Instagram because they look really good.
Yeah, I have a few different designs that we've done. We also have a few coasters if anyone's interested in a coaster.
And if y'all are interested in doing merch, it's something Jaymie and I had talked about. If you guys are interested in purchasing some, we're open to it.
Yeah, I have a guy that I actually met at a brewery yesterday, and he has a screen printing company, and so we talked loosely about, maybe doing like a run of shirts or sweatshirts or something.
Yeah.
Probably not sweatshirts right now because it's fucking balls hot
I know,
right now.
hard to think about it, but if you guys are interested, let us know because we can do that.
Yeah, if we do it, we'll probably do some sort of like pre-order situation, and we'll run the pre-order for maybe
month.
like 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, depending.
And then, you'll get your order once he makes them.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, please send us a DM, comment. If you know us in real life, text us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of the above. But all right, everybody.
But yeah, so other than that, I don't think I have anything super fun or exciting. Yeah, just some potential merch updates.
Yeah, I mean that would be fun to do merch. I'm down. I mean, I would wear a shirt. But we need y'all
I
to.
fucking would too.
We want you guys to want to too.
Yes. Like I said, like we'll post pictures of the like stickers and coasters we have now. If you're interested, I mean, like I'm probably not gonna sell them for more than like $1.
Yeah.
But
cool,
yeah,
though.
just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Bye.